Is this the moment Sean Diddy Combs was caught in 4K? The video, watched by jurors on day 1 of Diddy's federal trial in New York, shows clear footage of the rapper physically abusing ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City. 2 days later, the pair appeared on the red carpet holding hands for the premiere of The Perfect Match. As Cassie tries to leave and approaches a telephone on the wall to call for help, Diddy reappears, angered. He can be seen in the mirror at the top of the screen as he attempts to throw a vase at Cassie, but miscues. Diddy is then seen running after Cassie, and the footage clearly shows him dragging her out of the room against her will. It's later been revealed that Cassie was trying to leave one of Diddy's freak-offs, an often day-long session where Diddy would coerce people into indecent acts and film them, using the footage for blackmail. This video is what jurors watched intently on May 12, 2025, as the former music mogul faced federal charges of sex trafficking, transportation for prostitution, and racketeering conspiracy, accused of using his power and inner circle to operate a criminal enterprise involving sex crimes, kidnapping, and arson. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. The first witness to testify in Sean Diddy Combs' trial was a security officer who responded to the March 2016 hotel incident, the same event captured in the CCTV footage shown to the jury. He described finding broken glass and flowers on the hallway floor. He testified that Cassie had a purple eye, and that Diddy gave him a devilish stare, and offered him money to stay quiet. An offer that he said he refused. But how did it get to this?
Breaking news, the Department of Homeland Security has just confirmed to CNN that federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
In November 2023, Cassandra Ventura, also known as Naughty's R&B singer Cassie, made headlines by initiating a high-profile federal lawsuit against her former partner Sean Diddy Combs. She alleged a series of alarming accusations that Combs had subjected her to both physical and sexual abuse throughout their relationship. The lawsuit outlined distressing incidents, ranging from physical assaults to coerced sexual encounters with other individuals, culminating in an alleged rape at her residence in 2018. Remarkably, Combs chose to settle the lawsuit within a mere 24 hours for an undisclosed sum. Following this initial lawsuit, the situation took a dramatic turn, as 3 additional women and 1 man came forward with lawsuits of their own against Combs. The male's allegations are nothing short of shocking, mirroring allegations against Jeffrey Epstein in 2019. These lawsuits leveled a spectrum of accusations, including claims of sexual harassment, rape, dissemination of non-consensual explicit content, and involvement in sex trafficking. This included an allegation from a young musician who'd worked with Diddy on his most recent album, who claimed the music mogul not only sexually assaulted him, but that he had seen hundreds of hours of video footage from Combs' notorious celebrity parties, obtained via hidden cameras, that would incriminate the guests should they ever confess Diddy's criminal interests. The gravity of the situation heightened on March 25th, when agents from Homeland Security Investigations conducted raids on Combs' properties in Miami and Los Angeles. The day after the raids, Aaron Dyer, Combs' attorney, issued a statement asserting his client's innocence. "I have remained silent while witnessing attempts to tarnish my character, undermine my reputation, and tarnish my enduring legacy. The accusations leveled against me are repulsive and entirely baseless. I categorically deny engaging in any of the reprehensible acts alleged by these individuals. Here's everything you need to know about the allegations, and what we know so far." Cassandra Ventura initiated legal proceedings under New York's Adult Survivors Act, which granted victims a singular opportunity, lasting for 1 year, to bring lawsuits against their purported sexual offenders and affiliated institutions, even if the abuse was decades ago. Ventura asserted that her initial encounter with Combs occurred in 2005, when she was 19 years old and he was 37. According to the lawsuit, Ventura contends that Combs exercised extensive control over virtually every facet of her life, encompassing her career and access to her confidential medical records. She alleges frequent incidents of violence, with Combs purportedly subjecting her to physical assaults multiple times per year, and that he often plied her with copious amounts of drugs. Moreover, the legal filing asserts that Combs coerced Ventura into engaging in sexual activities with male escorts across different cities, episodes during which she claims he observed, masturbated, and clandestinely recorded the encounters. Ventura said that she refrained from reporting these incidents to law enforcement out of fear that such action would merely give Mr. Combs another excuse to hurt her. Additionally, she alleges that following a dinner engagement in 2018, Combs forcibly entered her residence and sexually assaulted her, despite her repeated objections and attempts to repel his advances. Ventura maintains that she ended the relationship definitively thereafter. Within her lawsuit, Ventura alludes to various witnesses who purportedly witnessed the instances of abuse. One such witness is her confidant, singer-songwriter Tiffany Red, who penned an open missive to Combs recounting an occurrence at Ventura's 29th birthday celebration in 2015.
That it all stemmed from the music executive wanting her to take part in what he called a freak-off against her will.
What did Cassie tell you about these freak-offs?
You know, that he would hire these, sex workers and, they would have, sex with her or whatever, and he would watch and tell them what to do.
In her lawsuit, Cassie alleges she was forced to participate in freak-offs throughout her relationship with Diddy. Red learning recently one horrific detail from Cassie.
She told me the only time he was willing to do anything or work on her music, go through any plans, any of that, was when she had a freak-off.
4 more people have since come forward with allegations against Diddy, 3 of whom were women alleging sexual abuse, and one was from a man named Rodney Lil Rod Jones. Jones worked on Combs' most recent album, Love, and lived with him between September 2022 and November 2023. Jones alleges he was the victim of constant unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Mr. Combs. On one occasion, the lawsuit claims, Jones woke up naked and disoriented in bed with Combs and 2 sex workers. He alleges the music mogul drugged him. The complaint also claims that, in his role as Combs' videographer, Jones secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. The illegal activity the suit alleges includes acquiring drugs, soliciting sex workers, providing laced drinks to minors, and sexual assault. Jones's suit names several other defendants, including Combs' son Justin, Combs' chief of staff, Christina Coram, Universal Music Group CEO Sir Lucian Grange, and former Motown Records CEO Ethiopia Haptemariam. Combs' lawyer Sean Hawley denied Jones's allegations. "We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies," she told People. In his suit, Jones says that he feared Combs was grooming him, and that fear became a reality when actor Cuba Gooding Jr. allegedly assaulted him during an outing on the music mogul's yacht. The actor began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones's legs, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks and his shoulders, the complaint alleges. Mr. Jones was extremely uncomfortable and proceeded to lean away from Mr. Gooding Jr. He rejected his advances, and Mr. Gooding Jr. did not stop until Mr. Jones forcibly pushed him away. An amended version of the lawsuit, filed in late March, names Gooding Jr. as a defendant, People reported. Lil Rod also alleged that Combs tried to groom him into engaging in sex with fellow producer Stephen Aaron Jordan, Stevie J, and promised to make sure that Mr. Jones wins Producer of the Year at the Grammys if he engaged in homosexuality. He also provided Jones with alleged footage of people involved in sexual activity at Combs' home, which Jones believed was procured through hidden cameras throughout Diddy's properties. Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person that has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties, the complaint said. Due to this treasure trove of evidence he has in his possession, Mr. Combs believes that he is above the law and is untouchable. The lawsuit also says that Combs' circle enabled his behavior in order to have access to celebrities that he knew and socialized with. Mr. Combs was known for throwing the best parties. The suit reads, affiliation with and/or sponsorship of Mr. Combs' sex trafficking parties garnered legitimacy and access to celebrities, such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like British Royal, Prince Harry. Also, Lil Rod took to social media in early 2024, detailing how Diddy had not paid him fairly for producing 9 songs on the Grammy-nominated album, Love.
You know, Diddy will request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is, we'll be up for days trying to accomplish that. I've tried to get my business straight with them on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt on so many situations, just dealing with this. It's the contract that they give me and the offer that they gave me was just disgusting. The producer fee, pennies.
Further, Rod had to announce he could no longer perform or be seen in public out of fear of being harmed by Diddy, pointing towards potential blackmail threats made by Combs and his entourage.
Until further notice, I would not be performing at any gigs or anything like that. For security reasons, my family, friends, and everyone close to me just feels like there's a lot of potential threats, and everybody's just telling me what he's allegedly capable of, and, you know.
It's believed by some that there are potential clips and videos of Diddy from over the last 20 years, like this one with a young Justin Bieber, that give credit to his lewd behaviors alleged by the Rodney Jones lawsuit.
It's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
He signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
We're going crazy.
Crazy.
That he coerces younger males within the music industry into homosexual relations, and that he films celebrity friends in sexual situations, facilitated at his parties, in order to blackmail them should they expose his criminal interests. A strikingly similar accusation to those made against Jeffrey Epstein in 2019. But these are merely accusations thus far, playing out in the open court of public opinion, without any evidence. But on March 25th, 2024, federal agents did raid the music mogul's residences in Los Angeles and Miami. NBC News reported that the search warrants were connected to a federal investigation into allegations of sex trafficking, sexual assault, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. It begs the question how a man so well known could operate a brazen criminal network of illegality. Was this an industry secret? Or open knowledge? Testimony from Diddy's 2025 trial will likely reveal that it actually was an open industry secret. And it doesn't take long to discover signs of the violent truth behind the music mogul persona. Let's take a look at this clip, where the rapper appears on Late Night with Conan O'Brien from 2002. The shocking signs were apparent over 20 years ago.
Please welcome P. Diddy. Now, you're legendary for the parties that you throw. Mm-hmm. You throw a great party.
I'm a legend, baby, for a whole bunch of things.
Yes.
You know.
Huh?
Yeah. You got a live show. You got a live.
I have a loud show now. Yeah. You're a killer party. What's the ingredient? What do you do to make just an amazing killer party? Because mine, I put out the Cheese Whiz. I put on the Paula Anka.
Wrong
no
move.
one comes. Wrong move.
See, you're doing the wrong things.
Wrong
boy.
thing. Okay.
This is what you need to do. Women, beautiful women, of course.
Beautiful women.
Beautiful men for the ladies, of course. A lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, you know, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but you know, rock with me, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat.
Yeah.
Heat? You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning?
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking about?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people start getting it gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
There you, sexy. New word for you.
Yeah.
Fast forward a few years, and Diddy starts carelessly showing the insides of his drug-infused parties, where he's since been accused of spiking people.
P Diddy party. This is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. Would you?
With a drink on his head.
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them. I put him to sleep.
Next day, right?
You put the drink on his head.
There you go.
And this is just scratching the surface. A search into Diddy's bizarre on-camera history shows him getting drunk on Drink Champ's podcast and seemingly hitting on the other men, or right down to his last interview, where he must have known the law was coming his way, as he wanted to proclaim how he was only about peace and love.
I have become love.
Now, Diddy is facing the law, and his fate behind bars will be determined.